What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, ladies and gentlemen, boy oh boy, I really hope this is still live on Modern Warfare 3. I am trying to rush this video out as soon as possible. I cannot guarantee that by the time you see this video, they haven't done anything behind the scenes. But right at this current moment, something huge is going on in Modern Warfare 3. And like I said, I had to go ahead and drop this video as soon as possible, as you guys can see right here from Charlie Intel. With the servers currently broken in Call of Duty across Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer and Warzone, it does appear that skill-based matchmaking is also not working properly, and matchmaking is much more relaxed and easier right now. No updates yet on when it will be fixed. Player progression will restore once fixed. But, ladies and gentlemen, you guys know my personal opinion already. You guys know that, over the past 3 weeks, maybe even a month plus, I've already felt like the matchmaking has been toned down a slight bit. I'm going to be honest with you guys. It feels more relaxed. Now, do I still have to compete time to time? Yeah, I do, but I can't lie that it's a little bit easier to get streaks more frequently nowadays. But coming back to Modern Warfare 3 after hearing this news right here, I can confirm that these lobbies are a whole different breed. Nothing that I have played, and that I've been saying that I feel like my matches have been a little bit more relaxing. None of those matches compare to what I just played today. These are night and day matches. You can go back and look at any of my gameplay. And again, if you don't believe me, you can see all my streams to make sure that it's not reverse boosted or VPN'd or any of that. It's just legit, hop into a match. You could see exactly with your own eyes what I'd be doing. But this right here is absurd. Even in this gameplay, you will notice the way these players are playing it. Yeah, I think it's a few players I might have noticed that I might have hit a slide cancel or B-hopped. But the mass majority of them are, playing like casual players. People who, might log on a couple of times a month, maybe even a few times a month. Players who could give absolutely two craps about getting streaks and performing really good in a COD match. They just want to hop on to be immersed into the experience. You know what I'm saying? And people always forget there's players like that as well, because that's what it was like back in the day if you really think about it, A lot of people, before gaming became really competitive, literally bought games to be immersed like almost like a movie. They would get amazing sound systems, huge TVs, and they would be immersed into the game. That's what a lot of people enjoyed back in the day. And those were also the casual players that, the once sweats became sweats and they started really stomping. Those were your prime culprits right there. And boy, oh boy, I mean, I can't say anything more than what you could see right here in this personal gameplay. We even went ahead and dropped a nuke in this lobby. Spoiler alert, but who cares, And it was the easiest nuke I ever dropped. And, obviously I dropped multiple nukes in this game before, but talking about the easiest thing I've ever obtained, I mean, by the end of this gameplay, you're going to notice me in like the back of their spawn, mowing them down. I have killed their whole team at least maybe once to twice over. They know where I'm at. I have an unsuppressed weapon here. And they still don't check that spot. They literally just kept running straight, ignoring everything that was going on, even though I was just absolutely destroying them from right behind them. These lobbies, you could tell that something happened behind the scenes with the matchmaking. And something did happen with this game here, It busted up. I don't know how this happened, what update occurred, because I don't even think it was an update when this started happening. I think it started happening this morning, literally the same day that this video is going live. I don't know why everything is going bonkers right now, but the game is kind of busted. Everybody's level 1. Everybody got basically, backed up in time. All your classes, you can't access them. They're still there. They're not gone, but you can't access them. When you try to access them, you get put with the default class. That's why you see me running the basic Baz B here. And, you see everybody else in the lobby pretty much running the same thing as well. But, if you could push all of that stuff aside, all that brokenness, just to go ahead and witness what these lobbies are like, witness what this experience is like, I don't think you guys are going to regret it. Of course, like I said, I don't know how much time you guys have, because they can go ahead and patch this up, because you got to think, this is connected to everything else that's busted, including the store. Literally, you can't access anything in this game. The only thing you can really do is just hop in and get into a match. That's all you're allowed to do basically at this point. So you best believe they're working on this right now as we speak, which is why I'm trying to rush this video out as soon as possible to hopefully give you guys a little bit of time. But, regardless, especially since the store is involved, for a fact they're going to be going ahead and trying to focus this and get this resolved as soon as possible. But I really hope that they see that the Call of Duty community is happy right now. Even though this is busted, They are happy. Think about that. Think how crazy that sounds. The game is completely broken. Nobody can access anything. Nobody's ranking or doing anything of that sort. Yet everybody is really pleased with their experience right now. You know, I always say, it doesn't matter how a game looks. It doesn't have to be the most beautiful thing in the world, right? As long as it's fun, nobody could give a crap. It's why so many indie developed games can pop off in crazy ways. Because, you know, even though graphics are cool and all, I think at the end of the day, people respect gameplay more than anything else. Hence why a lot of games back in the day were just so outstanding and people adored them. You know what I'm saying here? And that's further proof, as you can see right here, in Modern Warfare 3, you know? The game has been dumbed down to its most simplistic form, right? You can't even pick your own classes, you can't do anything. Yet and still, people are having more fun with this game in its current state than they are when everything is unlocked. You know? They have all the weapons, all their attachments, all the things that they enjoy, all the progression, you know? They don't want that. They don't care about that because that's the skill-based matchmaking version of the game. That's the version where they have to sweat nonstop. They don't want that, you know? And then we have this version, a simplistic version, that people would kill for. And it's all because there's no skill-based matchmaking and the gameplay is finally more casual and enjoyable for, of course, the casual audience. Again, you know, I don't really mind sweating it up every so often, and I can get pretty competitive. But for the massive majority of people out there, you know, they're casuals. They don't want to have to be doing this nonsense. They want to be able to kick back after a long day of work and just vibe out on some Call of Duty like they used to be able to back in the day. And this gives them that experience. If there's one thing that I can ask for right here is I'm begging you to keep this. Because again, I know they're going to mess with things. They have to or else the game is going to be unplayable. You know, it is what it is. I can't even access anything. So it's going to get fixed. I just hope that they don't fix the skill-based matchmaking along with it. Because this was a nice mix, and not every single game is a nuked-out lobby. I did get some, you know, not more competitive games, but it definitely did not feel like I was playing in an MLG tournament, you know, all day, every day. You know, every match I'm competing for, you know, thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars on the line. No, not even close, man. The matches felt extraordinarily amazing with my playtime, knowing that the skill-based matchmaking has been removed. It's been a nice little mix, and I feel like they should keep this. Like I said, this should be their public experiment. For the first time, the Call of Duty public knows for a fact that the matchmaking is a little iffy. You know, like I said, I've been testing it out for weeks now, and for me personally, it does feel more casual, but they never actually came out and said, yeah, we've been testing it behind the scenes. This is the first time, due to their error, whatever their error is with messing up everything within the game and, you know, nothing is functional. Due to their error, yeah, we know for a fact that the matchmaking is not working properly. And I feel like with this knowledge, they should allow the Call of Duty community to go back into the experience and then test out the player numbers. I would be so curious to see what the player count looks like in Call of Duty when the player base actually knows there is no skill-based matchmaking. I am so curious because I'm willing to put money on the fact that the player count will probably double. It might not actually go, you know, berserk and become all-time highs, but slowly yet surely, I feel like more and more people would start trickling back in. And it would form some type of, you know, snowball effect where, you know, more time and more games releasing and the more people start to understand that skill-based matchmaking is not entering Call of Duty again, I think at a certain point people would just, you know, slowly accept it. Even if it takes 2 years, 3 years, 4 years down the road, eventually there would come a point where people naturally understand it's not in the game and they're more than likely are going to hop right back into the experience. And Call of Duty could be great again because this is what people are looking for. You know, they want these casual vibes. But of course, ladies and gentlemen, as always, go down in the comment section and leave your experiences down below if, of course, you were able to go ahead and try out the matches while, you know, obviously everything was still busted. Because, you know, for me personally at least, even though I feel like the matchmaking has been reduced in the past, not many people really agree with that. So I'm curious what everybody thinks now that we publicly know and we see that something is messed up. If you had a chance to try out the matches during that time frame, because again, I don't know if it's going to be fixed up by the time this video goes live. I'm going to try to rush it out as fast as possible for you guys. But again, you know, if you did try it in that time frame, do you think anything has changed? Do you think anything is better? And you have to at least play a few matches. You can't just hop on for one game and if it's bad, you know, you chalk it up. You know what I'm saying? Give it a little bit of a rotation and see if at least in like 3-4 matches you can find some decent variety. I'm curious to see what's going on here. And if it's legit, Hopefully, like I said before, they'll keep it as an experiment, and we can further keep testing to see if this is a better introduction for Call of Duty. But of course, as always, ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed today's video, leave a like. If you hate it, leave a dislike. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell. We post daily here at 8 in the morning Eastern Time. And last but not least, if you guys are interested in any of my live streams, I do that over on Kick. You can find a link to that channel down in the description of this video. But as always, thank you for tuning in. I'll see you all next one. Peace out.